Hi everybody, Alex Deploy here from Expert Forex, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the big missing link between robot trading success and failure. Now, the need for this video was made clear to me when I answered one of our posts in the paid forum of a trader that was experiencing extremely poor trading result. And looking into the reasons for those, I found that he was using a totally inappropriate test template or optimization template. And then in relation to the course that will be launched, and I'll show you a bit more about that later on, I realized that creating these templates are actually not that easy, especially for the beginner and intermediate robot traders. So let me take you through the video and see what solutions we have found. Okay, so robot trading success depends on your ability to understand the way the robot works and which settings are the most important. So it does take experience and knowledge of indicators and knowledge of robots to do that. Now, robot traders that come onto this course are often total beginners or intermediate traders who are limited to the understanding of the robot itself and don't know the settings 100% because of their lack of trading experience and trading knowledge. So it's a chicken and egg situation. You need this trading experience and knowledge to create a testing template. But the way you actually gain that experience is by using the template itself to gain more experience and knowledge about trading. So it's a chicken and egg situation that we have. So the robot testing process is actually a very simple one. Basically, you would have a robot. That's so easy to have. You would then have data that you test the robot on, and then you'd use a testing tool, something like the MT4 strategy tester. And then the key element then is to have a test template. In other words, you put the test template, and I'll show you how it works, put the test template on in the tester, and you run that robot over a certain amount of time on that data that you have. And what it will do, it will generate meaningful information to identify robust potential settings in the future. So the information that it generates still needs to be worked with, but it will tell you whether you're on the right track, and it will tell you which settings are working and which ones are the important ones and that type of thing. And it will also give you an idea of how you can reduce risk by using low drawdown settings. But this is essentially the process, and the test template is key to that process. But as I said earlier, you do need a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge about how trading works to design a test template. Now, if your template is designed well, you will get a whole string of really positive results coming out of there, and a whole lot of additional information that you can use to decide which of those settings you are going to use. But the big thing is you will be generating really positive results, and this will apply to most robots. I have not come across a robot that I cannot get nice positive results from. So let's have a look at this test template. What does it do? A test template is used to identify the most important settings. So you need to know a bit about how the robot works, which are the most important and sensitive settings, and it then supplies the scope to which those settings should be tested. Now, here's an example of a profit retriever. I just love the profit retriever because there are so few major settings in the profit retriever. There are many, but many are you can just fix, and you only have to test, I've highlighted them, those 4 items. This is a test template for indexes, so it doesn't apply to Forex. So what you would do, and if you know the EA very well, you'd identify the settings and you'd say, I'll only want to test that setting, that one, and that one. Then the next question is the scope. How do you want to test those settings? From what minimum setting to what maximum setting? That's essentially what the scope involves, and by how much do you want it to step. In other words, what are the gaps? So if you set it for 100, it will have a gap of 20, so you'll be testing 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, and you'll stop at 240. So that's how the scope of the testing works, and that also takes considerable experience and knowledge, and sometimes even a lot more experimentation to make sure that those numbers are correct. So it is a bit unfair for a beginner to know more or less what kind of inputs are needed there. And you can see there are the inputs for those other ones. And then this template can then be run on the Forex tester and will generate the results as I've shown previously. Those are actually some of the results that came out of this template. Will generate the results that you can then use for further testing. Now, to create a template requires detailed knowledge of the robot and its functionality. It requires detailed knowledge of each setting. A setting is essentially a robot instruction. You need to know which settings are important and which ones are not important, that you don't really need to test at all. And you need experience, as I've mentioned earlier, to determine the scope of the testing. Where do you want to start? Where do you want to stop? And how many gaps do you want to have in between? And a lot of this, creating the test, requires testing and experimentation. So the first version of the testing template is sometimes not the correct one. You would adjust it and adjust it to get to a more robust one. Pretty complicated process. So what is the answer? We cannot make every person doing the robot trading course an expert to the level that they would need to create these test templates. The answer is to start traders off in the robot trading course with expert Forex and EA Factory supplied testing and optimization templates. So we will actually give you those templates and say, these are the ones that we suggest you use. They aren't going to be perfect, but at least it'll take you 80% of the way and allow you to start your testing and optimization straight away. Who better to design these testing and optimization templates than the creators of the robots themselves? So EA Factory and Expert Forex are ideal to create these testing templates, but as you use them and the more you use them, you will find that you can start doing your own. And that's the objective of the course, is to start transferring these skills to you so that they become skills that you can use to trade any Forex robot on. So that will make it very easy for you to then create your test results from these templates. So here I am on the Premium Advantage forum, the Expert Forex one, and I'm just going to go down to the course, which is down here at the bottom. There we are, the 0 to Hero Forex Trading course, and it consists of the introduction, part 1, part 2, and part 3. I have gone through these in previous videos, and we have introduced 2 additional services, as it were. We do weekly trading robot optimizations, the advanced ones that are not covered in the course. So we do that and we post them there. So we've done, I think, about 10 or so of those, and we have now added, and you can see that this is brand new, we have added the test and optimization template service. We'll show you where to find test and optimization templates. There are already 200 that are available for immediate access, and then we will also do special test and optimization requests. So if you have a particular EA that you want to test in a certain way, we will then create templates for you. And then there's also a discussion forum ability there where you can go and ask questions and discuss these test templates. So what we've done, and it's literally happened this morning as I answered that question of that trader, I realized that we have to remove this huge obstacle for traders to not get blocked in the course, so that they can move on to the more important parts of the course and not be blocked by the need to develop a skill to create these templates before they can move on. It's much better that the creator of the EA and the technical support of the EA create these, because they have so much more experience and knowledge about the EA. So if you want to join this course, there are the details of the course on your screen. This course will be launched in about 18 hours time, so it's almost ready, and I'm pleased we've made this last minute change to the course. Links to our paid forum and to the course will be in the description of the video, as well as in the commentary of the video. And we will continuously be adding services to this course to help our traders get the best out of the Expert Forex robots. So as you've seen, we've already added a optimization service, and we have already added a test template service. From me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.